When business owners first look at AI automation, the promise sounds simple. Set it up once, and the system will save time every day. You might want AI to answer customer messages, sort emails, create reports, assign tasks, update the CRM, or summarize customer feedback. At the beginning, everything feels exciting. The system looks smart, the demo works, the workflow runs. Then, real business life begins. A customer writes something unexpected. A software tool changes one field name. Your internal process changes. A department adds a new approval step. Suddenly, the automation that looked smooth starts breaking. Instead of saving time, your team spends time checking, fixing, rewriting prompts, and calling developers back into the project. This is the maintenance trap. The business thinks it's buying efficiency, but it slowly creates another system that needs constant care. The first build isn't always the hardest part. The harder part is keeping the automation working when your business changes. To understand why this happens, we need to look at how software usually talks to other software. A traditional API is a fixed connection between two systems. One tool sends a request in a specific format, and another tool sends back data in a specific structure. If the format is wrong, the request can fail. For old software, this was useful. Traditional computers didn't understand intention. They couldn't guess what you mean. They need clear instructions: what data to send, where to send it, what format to use, and what result to expect. So rigidity wasn't a flaw. It was how software stayed accurate. But AI agents work differently. An AI agent may need to read a customer request, understand the intent, search for related information, compare records, choose a tool, and decide the next action. Real business work is rarely clean. Customers don't always write, "I want a refund." They may write, "The service didn't meet what was promised, and I would like the payment to be handled." A human can understand the meaning. AI may understand it too, but a rigid, keyword-based workflow may miss it completely. The old model is like asking a capable employee to work in a room full of locked cabinets. Each software tool is a cabinet. Each API is a separate key. The employee may be smart, but if they don't know which cabinets exist, what each one contains, or what they're allowed to open, they still need someone giving step-by-step instructions. AI needs more than access. It needs context. MCP, or Model Context Protocol, can be understood as a connection standard that helps AI understand the tools, data, and actions available inside a system. If traditional APIs are technical pipelines for software, MCP is closer to a user manual that AI can read. It can help AI understand what tools are available, what each tool is used for, what input each tool needs, what output each tool can return, what actions are allowed, and what actions require human approval. MCP doesn't replace your CRM, your accounting software, task management tool, email system, or database. It sits between AI and the software your business already uses. Its job is to describe those tools in a way AI can understand and use. Think of it as giving AI a toolbox with clear labels. One label might say, "I am inventory software. I can check stock levels, search products, and create purchase orders. To check stock, I need the product name or product ID." Now, the AI doesn't need every move hard-coded in advance. It can read the available tools, understand what each one does, and choose the right tool based on the situation. That changes the role of humans. Instead of writing endless step-by-step instructions, the business focuses on tool descriptions, permissions, data quality, and control rules. Imagine your business wants AI to help process customer complaints. The old approach might use fixed rules. If the email contains the word refund, send it to finance. If it contains not working, send it to technical support. If it contains late delivery, send it to operations. This works only when customers write in predictable ways. but customers rarely do. A customer might write, "I've been waiting for the technical team to respond for 3 days. If no one handles this today, I want to cancel the service and get my money back." This message includes several signals all at once. The customer is angry, there's an unresolved technical issue, there is a cancellation risk. There may be a refund request, but finance should probably not be the first team to act. A rigid workflow may see money back and send the case to finance. But the better first step may be to check the support history, alert customer service, prioritize the technical issue, and prepare response for human approval. With an MCP connection, the AI can work with a clear roadmap. It can see that the CRM is available for customer records, the support system is available for ticket history, the task tool can create urgent assignments, and the internal chat tool can notify the right team. The AI can then recommend a more useful sequence. First, check the customer profile. Next, review the most recent support ticket. Then, create a high-priority task for the technical team. After that, draft a customer service response for approval. If a refund is involved, send a recommendation to a human instead of processing it automatically. The difference is simple. The old approach says, if you see word A, do step B. The MCP approach says, here's the goal, here are the tools, and here are the permissions. Choose the right path based on the situation. For business owners, MCP isn't only a technical topic. It affects cost, scalability, and control. The biggest cost of automation is often not the first setup. It's the repeated modification afterward. Every time a process changes, a field changes, or a new tool is added, the old hard-coded system may need another repair. MCP connections can reduce that burden by standardizing how tools describe themselves to AI. If a new AI model is introduced, it can read the same tool descriptions instead of requiring the company to rebuild every connection from zero. It can also reduce vendor lock-in. Today, you may use one AI provider. Tomorrow, another provider may become cheaper, faster, or better for your industry. If your systems are built around open connection standards, switching becomes easier. Your internal software and data don't need to be rebuilt around one vendor's ecosystem. A useful way to think about it is an electrical socket. You shouldn't need to rebuild the whole room just because you change one device. If the connection standard is clear, better tools can plug into the same environment. Most businesses aren't using AI because they want to remove every human from the process. They want their current team to handle more work with fewer delays and fewer mistakes. MCP can support that goal across many areas: customer service, lead classification, sales reports, accounts receivable tracking, internal task assignment, feedback summaries, document review. The list can go on and on. When AI can understand available tools and data, leaders can spend less time asking, who will write the integration, and more time asking better business questions. Which process creates the most value if automated? Where are customers waiting too long? Where are employees losing time? Which data needs to be cleaned first? Which actions can AI take alone, and which actions need approval? That shift is important because AI automation should serve business outcomes, not turn every improvement into another technical repair project. MCP makes AI more capable, but capability needs control. When AI only answers questions, the risk is limited. When AI starts using tools, the risk increases. If AI can read data, create tickets, send emails, update records, or trigger transactions, the business must define clear boundaries. A practical way to design those boundaries is to treat AI permissions like employee permissions. Start with view-only access. AI can read data, search records, and summarize information, but it can't change anything. Then move to recommendation access. AI can draft emails, suggest refunds, or recommend actions, but a person must approve before anything happens. For low-risk work, AI may receive limited action permission. It can label emails, classify leads, create internal tickets, or summarize feedback. For sensitive actions, use required approval. AI shouldn't automatically send legal notices, delete records, transfer money, terminate contracts, or issue high-value refunds without a human decision. The better question isn't, should AI be allowed to act? The better question is, how far can AI act under what conditions, and who checks that result. Technology is the engine, data is the fuel, and governance is the steering wheel and the braking system. You don't need to wait for a massive AI project to prepare for MCP connections and AI agents. Start with 3 practical steps. First, review where your company data lives. Look at your CRM, your spreadsheets, email, chat messages, product documents, and internal process notes. The goal is not to move everything into one place immediately. The goal is to know where important information is stored, whether it's reliable, and who keeps it updated. Second, stop relying only on longer prompts. Long prompts can't fix messy data and unclear processes forever. Instead, describe your data more clearly. Use fields like customer type, contract value, priority level, and approval requirement. AI works better when its working environment is clear. Third, ask software vendors better questions. Do they support APIs or open connection standards with AI? Can data be exported clearly? Can AI permissions be set to view, recommend, or act? Is there an activity log? Can sensitive actions require human approval? If you change AI providers later, will your data and workflow still be usable? A good software tool in the AI era is not just a tool with many features. It must be connectable, understandable, and flexible enough to work with future AI systems. AI automation doesn't fail only because AI isn't smart enough. It often fails because businesses build AI on top of rigid, context-poor connections that were designed for older software. MCP offers a better layer between AI and business systems. It helps AI understand tools, data, permissions, and context. For businesses, that can mean lower maintenance costs, less dependence on one vendor, and more scalable operations. The businesses that win the next wave of AI won't necessarily be the ones with the most tools. They'll be the ones with clear data, clean processes, and open systems that allow strong AI to step in and work correctly. Start there before buying another AI tool. If you want more practical and clear ways to improve your processes and use AI safely, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.